So today I want to talk about a few things, and some of these things you might be able to relate to. Some of them you might be able to give me a little bit of info on, but I'm continually asked what it is that I dislike the most about being a live seller on Whatnot, Poshmark, eBay Live, TikTok, and just in general. All right. What do I like and what do I not like about being a seller? And it always comes back to the same thing. And is this awkward parasocial relation dynamic that I have never been able to shake off in my entire life. And it almost is creepy like. And I don't know if there's something wrong with me, or there's just some kind of magnet that I've never been able to explain. And when you're friends with someone, it's completely different. And when you're meeting someone in a different situation, then for me, it's a completely different situation. Obviously, if I meet you, we hit it off, we're friends, we're cool. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you, right? Obviously, if I know you. And if I have met you in an environment where we're here to be friends. To me, there's a big difference between when I meet you in a business capacity versus when I meet you as a friend capacity. One is nonchalant. One is the Starbucks barista kind of level of knowing me. And one is you met me on a social media platform. I don't know you. You don't know me. You can judge me by the color of my hair, this bald spot on the back of my head, right? Because I'm wearing green today. But if I'm in person with you, it's a little bit more easy to, gauge my interest in having a conversation with you. For some people, it's not, for fucking sure, especially if you're getting your hair cut. We can talk about that another day. But what we're really focusing on right now is live selling and the parasocial relationships that come with it. And it's part of the reason why I've started to do more long form content on other platforms, is because I get people that think about me and it's like, oh, I wonder what Justin's doing. I wonder where Justin's at. And they've been blocked on one platform or another because either I got sick of dealing with their drama, or they've got sick of them messaging me, or got sick of them assuming that we were friends. Or it is so weird selling live. I cannot tell you how many weird characters have come into my life and exited out of my life in the door that they came in on when they felt like I was not being their friend, when I had never asked for that connection with them at all. They were not a customer. They were not somebody that, I would even have hung out with if they hadn't have had an opportunity to come into my show. And again, this is on a live selling platform. So I'm offering an expensive item to you, a bag, a small good, maybe a scarf, maybe a pair of sunglasses, and I'm offering it to you for sale. We're not being friends. You're not getting a discount. Like, there's no reach arounds here. Like, I don't understand it. But yet they come back and they come back and they come back. And most of them do not convert. And then there are the ones that do convert, that have an unhealthy parasocial relationship. And because you are selling luxury and you're live, I feel like I get double dips of it, because there are a lot of people that are lonely people that love to consume luxury. And I'm not that person. That's not the reason why I buy luxury. I buy luxury because I love luxury. And I want that bag. I've collected that bag. And there are bags that I grow out of and that I'm not interested in anymore. There are things that you grow out of. And I have collections that I've collected my entire life. And I don't know if it's because you're in that kind of collector's mentality and there's like, a bunch of crazy people, trying to get that everything. They want the dopamine of talking to people, having friendship. They want a bag. They want this. I've never understood the dynamic of it all. But purses for me is not an unhealthy relationship with a host. I don't go into a live show and form an unhealthy relationship with that host. I don't do that, and I've never understood it. And what I don't like about selling live is the fake parasocial relationships that come with it. The expectations that you're supposed to be there to be their friend, their entertainer, their confidant, their gay bestie. And I don't know if it's me and it's because I am who I am, or the light that I give off, or the the personality in my show or the passion that you can see when I'm holding up a bag that I really love. But, my bags are expensive. I'm not doing an auction anymore like I was. And I've talked about this in other previous segments. So if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, you're probably lost. But this is running one of those segments that I'm just here to have a conversation with you. And I really don't understand the parasocial relationship. And this is a question that people ask. It was bad on Whatnot, where people would come in, they wanted to use me, abuse me for whatever it is they thought that they could get from me on the platform, whether they want to be my mod, or they were a struggling seller and they needed help, or they were somebody that was trying to step on me to get, past me that was in my same category. There were people that were just nice to me, that were genuine. You could tell the genuineness. There was a lot of genuine people. But, those people kind of disappear as well, because again, you're all in the same community, and Whatnot is a very clingy, clicky kind of community. And then we go to Poshmark, and it was even worse on Poshmark from the get-go. The first night that I sold on Poshmark in Poshmark shows, I had people that those days that actually were involved with me on those very beginning of days that were continuing to contact me the entire time, whether or not they were buying from me, whether or not they were buying from me. It was they thought that I was their bestie because they had bought something from me. And I understand a personal relationship, a personal business, you're building a brand, you're your brand, but there's still a fine line of boundaries. And for me, it's something that I've always had to deal with. Even when I did estate sales, you would have people come in. It's just like, can you back up? You're suffocating me right now. Like, we're not friends. I honestly don't really want to know everything that you're telling me. Like, this is too much. I'm trying to run an estate sale and you are distracting me from my job, and I don't want to talk to you. I really don't want to talk to you. So what I would really like for you to do is just kindly back up and enjoy yourself. And if you need a price or something while you're here, Linda can help you. And if Linda doesn't want to talk to you, I'll talk to you. And if someone else can help you, then I'll get to you. But you need to learn to back out of my space. And I've always kind of been like that. Like, I need my personal space because I start to feel a little bit, a little bit claustrophobic. And I don't know if it's even more so with COVID, where, we've had this lax of period of time where, maybe we have started to form parasocial relationships. But me, as being somebody that's older, I'm almost in my 40s now. And me being the age that I am, I feel like I've had real relationships. I've had fake friends. I've had people that use me and abuse me in a workplace. And I can see those behaviors immediately. And when you can see them and call them out in a live show, in a live format, most people go on TikTok because they want money. And if you've ever realized, they may say hi to you one time, but you go in the next time you say hi, they may not say hello to you because they say they won't see it, or maybe they didn't see it. But really what they want is a galaxy. They want a heart me. They want something, some kind of reward to say your name and flex their tits at you. Or if it's a female, maybe they want, some kind of a reward for you to them acknowledge your question. I'll give you a tip for a tip. So get your ass up there and give me a galaxy and I'll ask you a question. And then there's creators that are literally just making money, obviously, by tips. People give them to them naturally. People are there for intentions of making money. Like, I just don't understand it. And then the whole parasocial relationship thing. A live seller can become something that's like a celebrity of sorts. And people start looking to you for advice. They want your, your autograph. I've sold my shirt, my face on a shirt before, and people paid hundreds of dollars for it on Whatnot because it's just crazy, clicky, crazy ass shit. And if you get caught up in all of this stuff, it is very uncomfortable, or at least it was for me. And Poshmark is very clicky like that. Whatnot is very clicky like that. TikTok is not as clicky, but the problem is when I left Poshmark and I left Whatnot, you still have people that are pushed into my TikTok shows. And what do? They sit there and they don't like the screen. They're not doing anything. They're not converting into sales. They're just here to hear you as background noise because they've heard you for so fucking long that that's what they want to listen to. I don't have that unhealthy relationship with any live seller. I don't have that unhealthy relationship with him. Now, if I go into a creator show and I watch the creator show and it's a TikTok and it's live and they're a creator, I am tap, 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 tapping the screen. I see stuff that I like. I'm engaged. But it doesn't feel like that when you go and you're a live seller and there's a small bit of people in your show, maybe 8 to 25 people, and there's a lot of looky-loos, and there's hot spots and there's, low spots on TikTok and on eBay and in any of these platforms. There's a slow day. It's a Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It might not be as busy as, say Saturday in the morning, right? So these are the things that I like to think about. And when people start asking me, what do you dislike? I dislike parasocial relationships. I dislike that people want to be friends with you. I'm not here to have friends. I'm here to sell you a bag. And if you convert many times enough, I will know your name, your husband's name. We will be friends. You will have my phone number. We will be able to exchange digits like, hi, happy birthday. I'll be able to send you a picture of a fake bag for fun. But it takes time to build those relationships because I'm not a fake person and I don't like fake people. And unfortunately, I feel like in live sales, it is a magnet to people that are fake. They want to have 5 seconds of fun. That's what they want. It's like you're sleeping with your host. And it becomes really creepy, especially when they're there every fucking day. And I say this as nice as possible, but when you're there in front of the camera and you see the same person there every fucking day and they don't convert to sales. Now, I'll give you a little caveat. The last month or so, I've taken off from live sales because I liquidated $70,000 in inventory about a month ago. And if you didn't get to see that video, then you need to go back on some of the videos. I've been doing long form content again now for a month solid. There's plenty of videos if you want to go see them. And make sure you leave a comment and subscribe because this is the place where you consume long form content, folks, not in my live shows. So this is the reason why I'm trying to do live shows again. And I'm trying to do also long format because I know people want to see the long format, but I'm here to work and it's very aggravating and it's unhealthy. Like I know that people want me to be a creator, but I'm not a creator. I'm a business. And when I go live, I'm serving a purpose and a service of educating you about a bag, authenticating it for you, and shipping it and wrapping it and packing it. And it's all personal stuff that I've picked, y'all. It's all one-off stuff. And it's not stuff that is mass produced. You're not getting the shipped out to you from a distributor. So again, this is something that people ask about. If you have comments, leave me a comment down below. There'll be a couple of reels about this too on YouTube and TikTok and on Instagram. If you're interested in buying luxury, make sure you check out my About Me. Most of my bags are going to be listed on my website. If they're not, you can send me a chat in my website at elliotsluxury.com. That's with 2 L's and 2 T's, elliotsluxury.com. Ciao.